What's going on, YouTube? Single digits for your Friday video post. I'm doing another tier list. I did the Harry Potter movies, and I got some feedback, and then I made a poll last week saying what other series or movies would you like me to rank or review or whatever. And Lord of the Rings, which is my favorite of, I think even more than Harry Potter, blasphemy. Um, that got the highest votes. So I'm gonna do my Lord of the Rings original trilogy and the Hobbit movies, and I'm gonna rank them into where I think, in my opinion on them. So we'll start with the Hobbit, I guess, and I also, I looked at my video for the Harry Potter ones, and I did, I kind of had them all ranked S and A, so it was a little redundant. So I'm going to be a little bit more critical on this one. Now, again, I love these movies. I love the series. I love the books. I love the lore, everything about it. So S through D for me isn't going to necessarily mean like best and worst. It's more like this is the one I like the most. And D, I still like them, but they're I can miss them, I guess. So none of them I don't think any of them are bad. Let's just say that. All right. So we got The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey. I'm going to put that probably in B tier. I really liked it. I don't necessarily know if if I needed it. And I think I had a lot of worry with everybody else with just like, oh my goodness, are they going to milk the series? Are they going to are they just, is this just a cash grab and whatnot? Is it going to be the same quality? All this, that, and the other. So, yeah. Actually, you know what? I'll put it in A. I liked it. It was good. It was a good intro. It felt good. So I did like The Hobbit and Unexpected Journey. The Desolation of Smaug. I'm going to put that in B. Now we get to see Smaug at the end of the movie, I believe. And it was really cool. He was voiced, I believe, by Benedict Cumberbatch, which was also a cool thing. But as you'll see, and just these three for me are kind of like they were good. They're good, but I don't when I think of Lord of the Rings and when I watch them, I don't go to these ones. And while I do appreciate the fact that it was, it's one book and then they extended over three movies and they were able to get a lot more in there. And I do appreciate that. I don't necessarily know if it was necessary. I did feel like some things were a little drawn out. But yeah, so yeah, Desolation of Smog I'll put in B. Battle of the Five Armies I'm going to put in C. Now, the reason I'm doing that is because while again all of these are good movies, I do like them. See, and I think you're gonna see it later when I rank the original trilogy there. There's a lot going on, and I just kind of felt like the end dragged a little bit. Seeing the final character arcs, that was nice. But again, yeah, I'm just gonna. That's where to go. C. I actually might even put it in D, but I think that's fine. So yeah, Hobbit series, good overall. I wasn't necessarily, blown away, and I think I think it's hard to live up to anything when you have the original trilogy. Not just, not for anything else besides the nostalgia, when the original trilogy came out, it was like crazy. It was crazy. It was wild. Lots of breakthroughs in special effects and scale and people taking a fantasy series seriously. I believe they won like, Oscars for it. Not necessarily performance, I don't think, but for special effects and musical score and stuff like that, cinematography. And that was kind of like the first, big instance of like a large scale Hollywood fantasy movie getting any kind of accolades that way. So let's get into it. Fellowship of the Ring, that is my S tier, and I've seen them all, and by all I mean like the theatrical release, the extended cut, all of that stuff. But this one for me is just like, yeah, on like a personal level. I can even like think back when I watch it, like kind of like where I was in life when I saw it, and it just holds a lot of sentimental value. So I'm gonna put that definitely as my top favorite. That's one I can always put on at all times. It's never a question. I think it was a great story, start to finish. It's a trilogy, so they kind of have to end it on like a cliffhanger-esque thing. But excuse me, yeah, that one is definitely my favorite. My favorite out of all of them. Two Towers. I'm gonna put Two Towers in A. It was awesome. It was cool. The battle for Helm's Deep was. I mean, the battle for Helm's Deep arguably could push it to S for me, but I don't want to. I don't want to do that. So, yeah, just awesome, 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 awesome. I really liked it, but again, sometimes I get stressed out too much with like. With battles and stuff like that. And there's lots of sad parts in the Battle of Helm's Deep. So, I don't know. I guess I'm a softie in this respect. I like to see kind of like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but it was really good. It was really good. I really liked the battle scenes. Yeah. The ending also was okay. Sam and Frodo are looking off into the distance there, and they're seeing Mordor and all the clouds and the lightning and the fire, and it was good. It was good. I like where they ended it. I thought it was good. Lots of good foreshadowing. So yeah. Now, this might be a hot take. So the last movie, Return of the King. I think I'm actually gonna put that in D. Or I'll put it in C. I'll drop these. You know what? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I'm gonna revise. The Hobbit series, I think this is actually perfect. Just like this. So, Hobbit, B, C, and D. Again, they're all good movies. I like them. They're not bad at all. But just in terms of scale, and also in terms of like if I'm gonna reserve spots for certain ones, and not put everything up in S and A, this is how it'll go. So, Return of the King, though, this is gonna be my least favorite out of the original trilogy. And again, you can call me a casual fan. You can, whatever, berate me for it, but my biggest problem with it was that, and a lot of people said this, there was like 7 endings. They would do like kind of an end sequence, and then it would like fade, and then there would be another end sequence, and that would fade. And I get that they're like wrapping up all the storylines and all of that stuff. I don't, I'm not a filmmaker. I don't know how I would have done it any better, but just watching it, like kind of by the end, and all the energy you've put into watching the 3, it does kind of feel like, oh my goodness, like I'm a little exhausted from it. Great movie, great acting, great cinematography, special effects, everything, like content wise, very, very good. Some of the best battle scenes I think in any movie you could make the argument for. The battle at Pelennor Fields and like all of that stuff was phenomenal. Seeing the Easterlings come in, and then the the specters and all that stuff. Like, it was an awesome scene, retaking Minas Tirith. Like, very cool, visually awesome, adventure, excitement, all of that stuff. But I think it was just too long for me. The ending, or the endings, too many. I kind of at the end wanted them to wrap it up. So I'm gonna put that in B. I'm gonna put that in B. And yeah, so here's my final list: The Hobbit, B, An Unexpected Adventure, and then Desolation of Smaug, C, and The Battle of the Five Armies in D. All good. D does not mean bad. It's just my least favorite. And then for my favorite, Fellowship of the Ring, The Two Towers, and then Return of the King. Let me know in the comments down below if you feel the same way, if you disagree, if you have a different ranking. And yeah, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Liking my videos, subscribing to my channel, like, it really helps. It helps me get a lot of views, and it helps me get visibility for other people. So yeah, and until the next time, I'm gonna probably do another one of these. I think Star Wars is gonna be next. Again, another one of my favorite series. If you know anything about me at all, that's me. I love Star Wars. Darth Vader, my favorite character. So I'm gonna do that next. And yeah, I have a video posted also before I go, that I'm going to be streaming. So check that video out too. And I will see you guys on the next episode, or, the next video. Take care.